السلام عليكم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. I have a very short time to speak about a very deep topic, so I'm going to do my best to summarize. What I want to do is I want to leave you guys with something practical that you can take home and you can do, inshallah. And I'm deeply appreciative of the experts here who spoke about the need that we have and then some of the resources that are out there. What I want to talk about is just some things that we can do, some things that can help us, as the other sisters who came before me said, to manage our stress and increase our own well-being, inshallah. The first thing I want to talk about is that when you talk about the soul and when you talk about the heart and the soul have needs. They have essential needs, just like the body has needs. And one of the essential needs of the heart and of the soul is to have oxygen, to have food and water. Just like the body needs food and water, just like the body needs oxygen, the heart and the soul need its oxygen to stay alive. And the oxygen of the heart and the soul is the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That what that does, it's literally food for the soul. You've heard this expression, but it's literally feeds the soul. And so one of the things that sometimes we do that starves us spiritually is that we deprive our hearts and souls of oxygen. Simple as that. And what are some of the ways we do that? We do that, number one, the most extreme way in which we deprive our hearts and souls of spiritual oxygen is when we're not praying. When we don't pray, or we don't pray as we're told to pray 5 times a day, it's like depriving the heart of its oxygen, of the spiritual oxygen that it needs to just be okay and stay alive. This is just to stay alive. Just as the body, it requires oxygen, right? Just to stay alive. And then beyond that, it has other needs. But the most essential need of the body is oxygen. And it's the same thing with the heart. That the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, first and foremost our salah, is what is keeping our heart spiritually oxygenated. And then in addition to that, and those of you who have heard me probably in any recent talk, I've given this prescription because I truly believe in this prescription to keep the heart. Salah is what is keeping our heart spiritually oxygenated. And then in addition to that, and those of you who have heard me probably in any recent talk, I've given this prescription because I truly believe in this prescription to keep the heart spiritually alive. And that is, number one, the salah. And that, taking that as just like breathing. The second thing I recommend is downloading an app called My Dua. Now, My Dua, MYDUAA at the end, is just simply an app. You spend 99 cents, as someone quoted me, best 99 cents you'll spend, best investment. What it does is now on your phone, it's a collection of these supplications from the Quran and from the Sunnah that the Prophet ﷺ would say. Now, I want you guys to understand, you may have grown up hearing about these supplications. Oh, I know dhikr. Dhikr is saying, subhanallah.